Well, guys, welcome to Spare Parts.
Welcome to Spare Parts, the podcast where we are going to go through and rewatch the series that we met on. So many years of work together. I think we started on the show a decade ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, almost, yeah. So we filmed our first season in 2015 when we were just little babies.
Yeah, but when were you cast?
I was cast like January...
In 2015?
2015, yeah.
No way. I was cast before you, 2014.
Yeah, I think Katie, we already have so much to talk about. I think I was one of the last characters to be cast.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true.
Because they already had Jared's face the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you guys don't look that much alike. You're not like true brother sister. Do you think you guys look alike?
I buy it, but like not really, you know?
Right. Too many good looking people in one family. Has to be one Uggo.
Yeah, it couldn't be possible.
Couldn't be possible.
No, but I do buy it. Like I'm like, yeah, that reads.
Sure.
Sure. But yeah, no, I so almost a decade ago. It's crazy. And we shot for 8 years, 12 seasons. Our final season came out in December. And we're doing a podcast as sort of a celebration of not only the work we did together, but also our friendship, Ev.
Yeah. Because that's what's important. I feel like we did some good work, but we made some great friends. And
we really did.
We want to hang out more. I feel like that's the main thing is we finished this show where we were so codependent, as you have put it in the past. And we used to hang out like it was summer camp. And then all of a sudden, nothing. Then it's just done.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
Yeah. And it's like going through withdrawals in a way. Like I was seriously sad in like a deep, deep way. And I think we'll always stay connected. But when Evan and I started talking about doing this podcast, obviously we wanted to celebrate the show and connect with the fans and obviously connect with new people, ideally along the way as well. But also have a reason to talk every week, selfishly.
Yeah. Because you can't just call each other.
It's a big driving force.
That's stupid. That's
I need to monetize my friendships.
Exactly.
Yeah, crazy. We also did a live tour, which we'll get into as well. And then we also are going to have a fun second part of the podcast within each episode that we're calling
Spare Hearts. Because yes, these are the spare parts of the show that you would like to hear about. But Michelle and I are, at the end of the day, you know, we I was going to say we're lovers.
Take that again.
We love. No, we have like an interest in people's lives, and we give so much unsolicited advice in our own lives. Yeah. And so I was like, we should do this, you know, for other people, you know, spread our
wisdom.
I hesitate to call it wisdom. Spread our opinions. We're not necessarily qualified, but we really do care.
Totally. I couldn't have said it better myself. We also just sort of want to know, I love hearing about people's lives. And so what we're going to ask of you guys is to write in questions, any question you want that has to do with your personal life. Obviously, yes, like some Letterkenny questions are bound to come in as well. But what we really want to get into is like, what's going on with your boyfriend? What's your relationship with your mother-in-law about? You got a weird conflict with a neighbor. We want to know about it. And I need details. I need name, age. You can make a pseudonym, but like I need location. I want details. I want to know, you know, like I want you to paint a bit of a picture so that our advice can be really tailor-made to this exact situation.
Absolutely. It's like ASL, but then also, what did you have for breakfast that day? Were you feeling gassy when you got in the argument? Like, I want to know. I want the deets so that I know how to feel about your problem.
Yeah. Because who doesn't want to get life advice from two people that decided to be actors?
Yeah.
Really
and then
cool
start
choice.
A podcast.
Oh, God.
Oof.
With our friends and with the people that we worked with for so long.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to know what's going on in everyone's lives. Like we do talk about these things.
Yeah. We're nosy.
And so like we are going to want to know about it, and we're going to want to weigh in. And we all have very different backgrounds. We have very different belief systems. We are coming from many different angles.
But we all chose to be actors.
Yeah, so never forget that. So is the IQ a bit low? Possibly.
How wild is it going to be to bring Dylan on to talk about literally anything?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm excited for that episode.
He's so fun.
He talks in metaphors and riddles. Yeah. It'll be cool.
We'll need an interpreter. His wife will have to come on to Jen will be there to help.
I feel like I speak Dylan pretty well. I'll be able to interpret. Mm-hmm.
You do. I speak Dylan when I've had like 3 or 4 beer and I'm sitting on the edge of a dock with him and it's night and we're looking at the stars. Tarps off.
Yeah.
Of course. Then I speak Dylan because then we'll really get into it. And he loves to talk about like the metaphysical universe. Like he's very grand themed.
He loves to talk about kind of highbrow concepts. And then he also likes to talk about how, highlighted his hair is this summer. So it's really a broad spectrum and it's really cool.
Look how yellow it is, you guys.
We're a pretty codependent bunch. And so I have always said that like if we don't collectively have some kind of event to attend or something planned where we all know we're going to be together, anxiety kind of kicks in. And now that the final season has been aired and out there in the world, we're like, oh God. So this is a way for us to stay connected as friends in our kind of codependent way.
Yeah, we're going to keep it together. We're going to keep the family together.
Yeah.
We're like the really pushy child of the divorced parents who's like, can we have Christmas in one house, please, for 1 year? Please.
That is very us. And we are both youngest children, aren't we?
I'm second youngest. So I'm close though. I'm of 4. I'm second youngest.
You give youngest.
I know.
You've got a youngest energy.
In middle child. It's all the bad things. Desperate for attention. That's why we're here. Because we're both desperate for attention and we have hazel eyes.
Oh yeah, that's another thing you guys should know. We both have really beautiful hazel eyes.
Yeah.
And they are so similar. There might be some things that you want to cut out because I'm like talking over you and being annoying. But like,
every time you speak, I'm going to cut it out because it's disgusting. But other than that, it's just going to be me. Yeah. And you going, Have you seen those like millennial, Gen Z edited my video?
Yes.
Stupid.
A lot of like a breath.
It stresses me out. I was like, oh.
That was something that Jacob said to me in season 1 because I was so nervous, like acting and just like playing that character. I was like, this is playing the most confident chick on the planet somehow. And he was like, you got to stop taking a big breath before each line. And it was like this weird tick that I had as an actor because I was so nervous. I couldn't get my breath under control for those first like few days on set. And it's good because I'm hyper aware of it now. And it was a tick that I was definitely doing. So thanks, Jacob.
So you were like, did you think like, what am I doing here? Did you have that imposter syndrome stuff?
Always, every set I enter, but also like, I think just because it was very much like, especially those first, I want to say that first week where it was just the boys and then me and the costumes were and I was like
in a bathing suit.
I was in a bikini.
You don't know anyone.
Exactly. And it was like all these kind of like hockey bro guys. And so at first glance, I was like, this is a tricky dynamic for me to maybe navigate. And I felt really nervous about it. And I also felt nervous pulling off a girl that's so deeply confident when I felt so nervous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And did you, at some point in the season, realize, like, did they just open their mouths and you're like, oh, these guys are harmless?
The moment where I went, oh, I'm safe was, I forget where we were going, but we were somehow all in a car going somewhere, probably to dinner. And I was in the backseat with Jacob Tierney. And he put his arm around me and he went, I just want you to know that I'm gay. And I went, oh, thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. And then we just cuddled into each other and we haven't stopped cuddling.
Yeah, for those of you who know, Jacob is the director of every single episode of Letterkenny, which never happens on television. He directed every single episode. He's also a co-creator of the show and he wrote a lot of the episodes. Jacob is the light of our lives, our third sibling.
Literally. I think in my head, he also has hazel eyes.
I think he has like a murky blue.
God.
I know, like a poet's blue, like sadness.
Or is he just brown?
Eyes. He might have brown eyes.
Brown.
He might have brown eyes.
I have this weird feeling. We've got to fact check it.
I'm going to search up his eyes right now. JacobTierneyEyeColor.com. Let's see what he's got. Oh my God. All the photos on his Instagram are so annoying. They're just his dog and like art. Like Okay, here's a photo. Oh yeah, I was right. Blue, deep blue, like a rich blue, like a painted Rococo blue.
Well, did you know that what I learned from TikTok is everyone who has blue eyes comes from the same person.
That can't be true. Come on now.
They're all related. They're all products of incest.
So what you're saying is everyone with blue eyes is like the product of incest. That's a statement that you're going to make right now.
I'm putting that on the record.
You know what?
That's why they're all so fucking weird.
Weird. They're weird, dude. People with blue eyes are freaks. Also, one thing we wanted to mention is that if you guys like the podcast or you want to hear it at all, because this is just the intro here, please put 5-star ratings on Spotify and Apple and all those places where you listen to your podcasts, because that means that, we're motivated to make more of them, because then we see that you guys are actually listening.
Well, and I know it's a big ask to give an intro to a podcast that hasn't even started yet 5 stars in a review. Like, that's kind of an overstep on our part. We get it.
I would never, personally.
We get it. We get it. It's more just about giving the podcast a shot to kind of get out there and reach the audience. So if it resonates for you to do it, or if you want to be like, I'm going to hold off and wait for like a few episodes so I actually know how I feel about this whole really thing, fair. That's fine too. But it does definitely help kind of get the word out there. So do with that what you will, guys.
I'm going to go ahead and say, ignore what Michelle said. If you don't give it a 5 stars, I'm going to find you. Okay? I'm going to loom over you. I'm going to make you give it a 5-star. I'm going to bully you.
He's going to bully you. So this is actually a great example of like, Evan lives in Toronto. You can now tell that he lives in Toronto. And then I live on Vancouver Island. And you can tell.
Chill.
Because I'm so tender and chill.
Yeah, okay.
And you're a brute.
That's
and you're
true.
Probably drunk and you're eating bone marrow every chance you get.
I'm a bully. All I do is eat deer.
I'm so excited. Send your questions we'll start off with the Instagram. We'll do a little post there. We can't wait to hear from you. Details. I want details.
She wants details, and I want Michelle to get what she wants.
Yep. That's why we work as friends.
That's true.
Okay. Well, love you, Ev.
Love ya.